Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the garden. So today is Memorial Day, and I'm out here. It's pretty early, and I've been working out in the garden for, let's see, I did a little bit yesterday. Almost every day I'm out here anyway. But this year I planted some beans and some peppers in where we planted the tomato peppers last year. And I didn't really think it through, so now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make some trellises in these beds for the cucumbers and the beans. So let me turn this around so you guys can kind of see what dilemma I got going on. Okay guys, so these are the beans, and these are climbers. There's two different types, and I kind of planted them before I even had like trellises set up. So I put some sticks in, and I'm using my old greenhouse. It's just PEX tubing to kind of hold those open, because the string kind of is kind of not, it's not very taut for one, and it'll keep these from collapsing in. And then you can see these are the cucumbers, and same thing with these guys. I planted them without really thinking like what I was gonna do. So, and what's weird is that I have two rows here, three in the back. Well, looks like there's two. These are doubles actually, but it's like two rows. So I need to come up with an idea for trellising. So this is a stick that I used from last year, and I'm thinking that I might be able to kind of make an arch, kind of like an organic arch with, we got some branches over there in the pile too that we can use, and it should be okay. But like, I also noticed our peppers have little buds on them already. Guys, it's too early. These guys are little, so just kind of squeeze those off, and that will give your guy room to grow. Also, I don't know if you guys know about the pinching method. Do you see where those little shoots come out right here, just above it? If you pinch these outside leaves, it'll make your plant bushier, and it's supposed to help with bigger harvesting. So I definitely want to do a couple of these guys just to kind of like test it out and see what happens. See, here's some more. Now these ones, we definitely want to get rid of those that are kind of at the bottom too, because then more nutrients go to the top of the plant. But you can kind of see where they're all starting to kind of bud out. That's where you want to pinch that. Yeah, they're saying that, oh, here's some more. We want to get rid of these. Yeah, it's too early yet. These plants are way too little to have fruit yet. Oh, trying to get that little leaf. There we go. But see that little leaf? That's where you want to pinch at. And it helps your plant get bushier for higher yields as well. So we're going to try that on a couple of those peppers. But back to my dilemma is trying to figure out how I'm going to trellis these guys, because everybody knows that cucumbers really, they really take off, and they just get going. They just go crazy. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. But let's take a little tour while we're here. So we got beans over here, and you can see a lot of my sunflowers came up. I planted these in here last year, but in the middle I put a tomato plant. Yeah, I put this guy. I saved him from pending doom at Walmart because they had not been planting or watering all their little seedlings that they got. So I saved him, and he's supposed to be, I saved the tag here, he's supposed to be a Parks Whopper, supposed to get really huge. So we'll see. I kept the tag so I'd I don't forget what kind of plant it is. But look at the tomatillos, guys. Look at all these buds. Yeah, I left them because I don't necessarily know that it's too soon for these guys. But you can kind of see when we transplanted, they got a little sun scald on them. But it's okay. So we're just going to clip some of those off because the plant will try to bring them back. So it'll just take all the nutrients and go right towards those dying leaves and try to regenerate them. But there's also sunflowers in the middle. They finally came up. I was worried there for a little bit. Didn't think that they would come up, but they did. And then we have more sunflowers over here. Those are volunteers because remember I used a screen last year for my sunflowers that I dried out last year. And then I got 2 tomato plants in here. These were going to be strawberry beds, but that never happened. So we're just using them. And look at these beets, guys. Aren't these crazy? Like, I mean, they're starting to bulb out. You can see finally starting to get some bulbs, but gosh, these are crazy beets. I've never grown beets before, so I don't really know if that's what they're supposed to be doing, but they're kind of bolting, and I've just been kind of plucking those out. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, because we want the bulbs to, pulled that guy right out of the ground. Shoot, I can kind of see they're just starting to bulb out, so, oh well. Chickens will eat it. We'll throw it over the fence. And then I have, this is all mint and spearmint basically in this bed. It's just completely taken over. But I do have 2 peppers. What's that? Tag from last year? Jeez. Alright, get rid of that. And there's more spearmint in there. So we got pepper plants. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That guy right there. And I do have some marigolds planted in some of these beds. I'm not sure what these guys are, but they look like lily leaves. So I just left them. I got weeds in here too. But our tomato plants in here, looks like something's been eating them. Got little holes in them. Oh my. And then there's, was some marigolds here. I think I set my shovel on it. Doggone it. That might be alright. Good grief. And a button mushroom. And there's some more marigolds there. That guy is starting to flower out already. What is in the world? Oh, cherry tree. And then I planted a whole bunch of beans in this guy. I just left all the poles from last year and filled it up with beans. And then I have more tomatoes over here. Yeah, these guys are doing really good. And this tomato plant, see, it looks like they're getting some sun scald. Gosh, dog. But he's got flowers. He's got flowers on him already. So that's good. And some of them are smaller. That's okay. But these are all my own starts this year. So they're doing really good. Man, they're doing really great right after it rained. We hadn't gotten any rain for like 2 weeks. And then you can see the farmer's corn is between 6 and 8 inches already because it rained. Like, it rained a day and then it kind of was cloudy and then it sprinkled again another day. That's kind of weather we need. It's best for growing. But it looks like we got some buds on these cucumbers already. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I gotta get busy with some trellises. And I have 1 tomato left that I planted myself in this pot. And we need to find a spot for him. And I don't remember, some of them came up and some of them did not come up, so I transplanted them into bigger containers. So I'm not sure where I want to plant him yet. I'm thinking over here in the pepper bed on the corner should be okay. But yeah, so for the trellises, this back one should be okay. It's pretty tight because I actually tied a string from this to that so it'll stay tight. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. But there's a sunflower in there and there's some marigolds growing in between there. But I gotta get some trellises up for these guys. Darn. Yeah. Alright, but the garden's looking really good. Chickens are good. They were just in here a second ago. I left the gate open and I was like chasing them out. Oh my gosh. So the girls are doing all good. Everybody's doing good, really. We don't have any complaints. Alright, let me turn this around here. Okay guys, so that's what's happening in the garden. I gotta make some trellises somehow. And I got a little sun yesterday. My nose is all red. But yeah, having a great time out in the garden every day. Planting, pruning, weeding, trying to get stuff finished growing. Everything is planted that I'm going to plant this year, I believe. Except that one tomato plant behind me. So, but guys, have a happy Memorial weekend and be safe. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.